So yeah, bye bye. Let's get into this. So yeah, I'm not really a thing. I talk about more in the spoiler section and season 2, which I have watched and I will put for its own thing. I have watched, but I do find it interesting. There are other stuff which I think are better in my opinion. I do still like the concept of the swords being like, oh, everyone has like a curse, which is interesting. And definitely the whole seemingly battle through music. I think it's a good spin. It's like, there's a whole thing of everyone talking about the thing between battles and songs, which I think is really interesting. And this is something else that adds to this fun, unique way of like, because like the way you dance is like there's some steps, and the way that you fight also works in those steps. So I do find that fun. So yeah, let's get to spoilers. The one thing which I think is interesting is there's a connection between the sort of like main sort of like fighter, which is the protagonist, and a sort of like person, and during the end they sort of ruin the friendship. And it's all because of this sort of like questioning position. It shows up more in season 2, but it shows this questioning. It is interesting, like, oh, how does the world work? Why does it work? But because at this point, I'm not, I know it's a bit dark, it's like, I'm not really interested, I don't know, I'm not, like, if there's a world where it's like, okay, why does this work? Why is this happening? Why is all of this thing? Like, there's a whole thing about a good and a bad side. I'm talking about that more because I have a theory about that, which talks about it more in season 2, more specifically the ending singers. But overall, obviously it's wrong, it's completely incorrect. But it's interesting. But overall, I'm not really a fan. I like it, I think it's good. But overall, I don't think... So yeah, it is interesting, and some of the stuff later on with the idea of how it works is interesting, but overall, there's even a whole thing about like, the only human, but... Because when it first started, I thought it was really going to be interesting, like, going from place to place, seeing different people, and seeing like, oh, how do the curses work? But the curses are elaborated a bit, but I thought it was going to be like, oh, this means that this person has to fight this way, or this person, or it's going to be like, something that someone fights. And when it turns to Orchestra, I do like it. I don't know much about music, and when they're like, so you fight in like several lines doing this, it's like, it's fun, but you have this whole cast thing. I thought it was going to be like each person fights differently, which isn't a thing. Which might be me thinking it up and like really building that idea in my head, and then not doing that and then being a bit disappointed. Maybe it's a me thing, maybe I'm mistreating this, and maybe there's some stuff in it that makes this really fun, but yeah. So yeah. Moriarty and the plan's about to end. Well, obviously there's more to the book, but the big plan. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and good night.